Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Stain Inc. My name is Beth, and I'm going to try to keep this very brief because I've recorded twice, and both times they were upwards of 15 minutes. So I'm going to get my rant out of the way really quickly, and then I'm going to go into the weekly reads video. So I haven't posted since my last weekend reads, which was 10 days ago. So not this last weekend, but the weekend before. In that time, I have finished, I believe, 4 books. The 4 books I finished were books 3 and 4 in the Gold Rush Ranch series by L.C. Silvers. They were on my Kindle. I've already cleared them off. But they were photo finish and a false start. And I loved them. I liked the first 2 books in the series. 3 and 4 were awesome. 3 is my absolute favorite. And if you know me in real life and you read the book, you will understand why. But absolutely 100% adored them. Both of those got 4 stars. I started a new Kindle Unlimited book. It is Hunter's Moon by VJ Garland. It is a dark werewolf romantic. I don't know. It's a dark romance. It's supposed to be spicy. I've read the first few pages, and the beginning did not just draw me in. So I'm going to have to push through that a little bit. Hopefully I enjoy it. It came highly recommended, and also the author was on TikTok the other day, shamelessly self-propelling her book, mostly because it was her birthday, and she was like, I'm about to break the top 100 indie authors in this category. I would love it if some of you would go on and just kind of boost it. And I went, sure, I will. So I did. That's my current Kindle book. I also finished reading Mary Poppins, which was the June Classic Children's Literature Book Club book pick. And Elena and I read it together. I gave it a solid 3 stars because I forgot how very full of herself and cranky Mary Poppins is in the book. Still a solid 3 stars. I still like her. I still like the story. Just eh. And Elena was like, really liked it. It is a 4-star for her. Probably because her mom is cranky all the time. So she was like, understandable. Okay. And we went on with it. I also finished The Door of No Return by Kwame Alexander. I told you I was probably going to do it. If I picked it up, I was going to finish it. So I did actually listen to parts of this on audio because I'm struggling with physical books right now. But it's beautiful, and if you do get it on audio, it's great because the narrator has the kind of West African accent that you're looking for. It sounds like what you would imagine the main character sounds like, because the main character is from the Ashanti tribe in what is now Ghana, West Africa. And it's super well written. It's beautiful. I wanted more like at the end because there's this twist. I'm not going to tell you, but you can imagine British imperialism and white men running around West Africa and what they might have done to individuals from the tribes there. But anyway, at one point in the story, the teacher, who is a gentleman from the tribe who was sent away to like a Catholic sort of finishing school type deal, he came back and now he's teaching them how to speak English so that they can interact with the Wonderfuls, who are the white men that none of these kids have ever seen, but whatever. He does this by like having them sing the morning songs, and then they read Shakespeare, and they do all these things, practice counting in English. And at one point in this, he's 11 or 12. This main character, Ofen is, singing the morning song with everyone else, and he's like, this is stupid. Like, he's thinking about the cute girl over there, his best friend, and what they're going to do after school, his cousin, who's a gigantic turd face. And then they're singing this song, and they're singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And you figure it out because he's like, we're singing this morning song, and I don't understand. Like, these people must be stupid because why are they asking about this? What that thing in the sky is when you said it just now. You said twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. You answered your own question before you asked your question. Like, it's a star. And I laughed so hard I woke the 3-year-old up. But it was definitely worth it. All right, as for what I am currently reading, other than the Kindle book, I have 2 physical books. One of them I also have in audio, which is much better. So the first one is, of course, The Wolf of Cape Fear by Juliana Brandt. I enjoyed the book. Like, I remember what I read in the first 6 chapters, and I want so badly to pick it up and be able to just zoom through, but I just, I don't know. I do know why, but I don't really know why I'm struggling to do this, especially since there are presents. If I can just sit down and read, I can open presents. That's fine. And I enjoyed the writing style and the story at the beginning. I just haven't picked it back up. The other one I started in the time that I have not been talking to you, or the one thing I started in the time that I have not spoken to you, is The Retake by Jen Kaladita. This was a book from the Between the Bookends box a few months ago, and it's been sitting there waiting on me to from more than a few months ago, because there is an Encanto Valentine in there, so that's awesome. um, anyway, I've been meaning to read it, and I just haven't picked it up, and I was kind of scrolling through, and I had the audiobook on my Audible, and we were in the car, and I was like, I'm going to do it. So I went ahead and started it, and I'm enjoying it. I am on chapter 8, page 94, and this is the story of this girl. She's going into 7th grade, and her best friend have kind of grown apart over the summer, and she's really taking it hard. She's trying to figure out how to fix it. She has like the worst first day of 7th grade imaginable, and she opens up her phone, and there's this mystery app there. She opens up the mystery app, and it's kind of like Instagram, but it's not, and it has like this weird reverse looking button, and she taps it to see like if it takes her to a different page or whatever. And the next thing she knows, it flashes like it's taking a picture, and all of a sudden she finds herself like 4 months earlier at the end of 6th grade. So now she gets to do kind of a Groundhog Day thing. That's where I'm at right now. Like, she's back at this end of 6th grade slumber party thing, trying to figure out if she can fix things with her best friend before they go haywire. I don't think she's going about it correctly, but I'm not going to say anything else. Now, here's the reason why I'm struggling to pick up print books, why I'm super cranky. Yeah, these bad boys. This one, not so much. I am really enjoying this book. Explanation Points, Publishing in Rhetoric and Composition, edited by John Gallagher and Danielle Nicole DeVos. I've already read the section for this coming week. I read it last night because these are articles that are 2, 3, 4 pages long. They're not 20-page articles. They're not super long chapters. I think there was about, I want to say 75 pages in this section that we read for this week. And it's just all about, when you've turned in and what kind of feedback you can expect and how you should respond to that. And if they accept it but want revisions, like what you need to do for that, which is something nobody ever talks about. They're like, you need to publish, and then we don't get like a hard and fast discussion on that. So I read that, and again, really enjoy those. The issue is really coming in with this book, Teachers Talking Writing by Shane A. Wood. It's perspectives on places, pedagogies, and programs. Now, this book came about because of his podcast, Pedagogue, and I like his podcast. However, his voice, hold on. I think the best way to explain this is to let you listen for a second. Okay.
Hey everyone, Shane Wood here. I wanted to let you know that I was a guest on the Big Rhetorical podcast.
I hope that you're able to hear it. He has this, the way he speaks, the way his voice sounds. Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you know that I enjoyed the questions he's asking and the animation of the people that are speaking back to him. However, we don't get that in the book. What we get is just his writing sounds a whole lot like his actual voice, which I find very interesting because a lot of the time people read what I write and then they're like, you are not what I was expecting. So, and we're reading this is 150 pages that he wants us to read on this week, plus the 75 pages from the other section, plus 3 episodes of the podcast, plus a 2 to 3 page reflection essay, plus 3 discussion posts. And that is the load for every week that we've had. It's a 5-week summer course. He's giving us an entire 16-week semester in the 5 weeks. He hasn't, as far as I can tell, taken at least too much out. 2 textbooks that we're reading completely all the way through, 3 podcasts a week. We've had 2-page essays every week. And then we have a final that's due at the end of the week next week, and it's a shortened week. The final is something like a 20-page article, conference proposal and paper, things like that. So it's like 20 to 30 pages worth of stuff that we're supposed to be writing. And in his announcement this week, he was like, it's not a writing heavy week with the intention that y'all can be working on your final. What? You want us to read 250 pages, listen to an hour and a half of podcasts, and write a 2 to 3 page reflection essay, plus the 3 discussion posts that you want to be long and discuss every chapter and every section, which is exactly the same as we've done every other week. But you went easy on us this week? What? And he has not been present. He hasn't been responding. And he gave us reasons, like his wife's pregnant. It's the last few weeks of her pregnancy, things like that, which is great. But you really should not have taken on this course if, you're about to become a dad, right? You should have taken that time so that you were not split. There's a lot of other things that I'm not going to bore you with the details, but, it's an issue for me. You can tell I'm kind of riled up about it. So I'm really not sure how much the other reading I'm going to get done this week, but that'll be fine. We will do what we do, and you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, right? If you would like to learn what I'm doing for my conference presentation, which is my final, or you want to know more about any of the things I've talked about today, leave me a comment down below. If you are not currently following me, please consider hitting the subscribe button, like the video, chitter chatter at me, whatever. I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day, that you have an amazing week, and I will talk to you again soon. Until next time, stay safe out there, guys.